Hello, Mr. Anil. Welcome to InfosecTrain.
Hi, Saksham.
Yes, sir. First of all, grand congratulations on behalf of all of us for your CISSP. We are electrified to know how is your experience while preparing for CISSP.
The feeling is yet to sink in. It's been a week, and the very first thing that I did was to put the note on the group that I've cleared the examination, and it's been a roller coaster ride, at least for me. I'm sure each one of us has a different experience and a journey. Mine has been a roller coaster, and I'll give you the reason why it has been so. So my preparation started, I would say, quite around 9 months back, and initially the time that I put in for preparation was mainly on the weekends, taking out time from our personal life and putting in a couple of hours over the weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, as much as possible. I thought I will scale it up, but that did not happen. In fact, it went the other way around. I could then start to get very little time on the weekends also because of family commitments and all of the things that you have in your personal and your professional life. The real preparation started 6 months back when I gave myself at least a high-level plan that I should aim in 6 months' time. Again, there were hiccups down the line. Kind of work commitments kept bothering me. But I did not give up. That always has been my attitude towards something that if I take up, I would like to stick to it. So I went ahead with the flow. I started to read through books. Sooner than later, I realized I needed someone who would probably give me that impetus, that so much strength, a mindset to prepare for the exam. And that's when I contacted Infosec, and I got to know through some friend of mine, and also I read through various posts that Infosec is probably one of the best trainers and institute who offer this training. And very, very fortunate enough, Prashant was the trainer there. I had heard one of the videos where he was interacting with Luke Ahmed, and so while you prepare on your journey, you end up going on to YouTube's and looking out for some videos around CISSP, and that's how that kind of draw my attention. And I said, in my head, it was like very clear. I'm very happy that at least someone I can get the feedback. I saw that feedback. He happens to be that trainer. So the journey started on 12th of Feb when I enrolled to the class. And the very first interaction that we had with Prashant was he said, "Have you guys booked your exam?" So none of my members or the group that had enrolled for the class did say anything. In my mind, I was sure that I need to plan something or else it would be gone. So 6 months probably has already passed, and if I don't do something now, it won't happen ever. So while Prashant was talking about it, I silently backed off after the class and tried to look out for some schedule, and maybe in a couple of weeks time I booked it. So every day from the start of the training, I thought I'll focus, I'll give 2 hours each day, and over the course of weekends I'll stick to 8 to 9 hours of my time. So it's been, I would say, the graph was very down in the start, and then it got up and it peaked, and I think like a game of cricket, and everyone in India knows it. So you need to peak at the right, and the slog overs are important. So I tried my level best, and thankfully, gratefully, things went well, and I was able to clear exam.
And we won the match.
Yeah, we won the match. Yes.
Glad to hear that. So, how was your experience with InfosecTrain?
I think I totally talked about Infosec in the last question. It has been kind of heartwarming experience. Frankly, the experience and the real case scenarios which Prashant had shared over the course of the training time, the 8 or 9 weeks that we went through were fantabulous. So it stuck into my head every time I was reading through the study material again. I could probably visualize myself kind of those particular scenarios, and that kind of stuck into my memory. So I did not have to go through again and again on the books. I made some handwritten notes which Prashant had suggested, and I went through them alongside the video recordings which were given to us, and all the course content which Infosec sent through. So that was perfectly great for myself.
Any suggestions or tips you want to share with the professionals, sir, who are preparing for their CISSP and about to appear for their examination?
The suggestions would be kind of keep it simple, stick to your plans, keep a date for you. Unless you commit to it, probably the only thing that hampers would be if there are any emergencies, but try to kind of avoid the other kind of noise around you. Try to stick out from the social media and internet during the course of 4 or 5 weeks, or the time when you are going to giving it a deep dive. The other time when you are studying, try to understand the concepts, get through your handwritten notes, go through the content, practice. That will give you self-confidence. And obviously, the lengthier the questions, try to read it a couple of times if possible. Try to look out for the keywords, use the elimination technique that we've been told, and I'm sure if I can do it, I'm sure others definitely, because I've had a kind of long haul or a break between studies. So the last certification was probably in 2011 or 12 when I had kind of appeared for CCI. So that probably is a lab environment, not comparing to something which is a theoretical and obviously more focused exam around decision-making questions. So it's a different beast to conquer, but I would say with determined focus and sheer commitment, I'm sure with the guidance that we have received and we continue to get from Prashant and the Infosec team, we should give it a very good crack and score well.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable experience with us, sir. It was wonderful to have you and listen from you. There are many professionals like Mr. Anil who are enrolled with us for their information security and cybersecurity certifications. We are reachable and available on www.infosectrain.com. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It was wonderful to have you.
Thank you, Darshan. Thanks again.
Sir.